Major Industries video. Today we're going to be talking about, in light of the last video where we just ordered a new 2020 F450, we're going to be talking about why manuals are dying or are dead, and why 10-speed transmissions are the future. It's more related than you would think. What we're doing today is we are headed for Goose Bay. I have a trailer to pick up and bring to Corner Brook, Newfoundland, Labrador. So right now I'm on the south coast, and we're going to jump in this rig and go do stuff. It's my first job for 2020 actually, so just taking it easy. Taking the snowmobile up there too because the last dealership couldn't do anything with it. For those of you who don't know who I am or what this channel is we haul stuff. This is way too tight. My girlfriend also had this on. What this channel is we take Ford Power Strokes, or really any trucks, but so far it's Ford Power Strokes, and we torture them. So, been doing a lot of crazy stuff with trucks lately, and we just ordered a 2020 F450 with the Power Stroke motor and the 10-speed transmission. Alright, hope this starts. It is very cold today. Oh, that was close. That was a close one. I only have one battery in this truck, so I need to put two in it again. Had some charging issues, but I think it's all good now. Like I said, we're headed to Goose Bay, and I'm picking up a 26-foot enclosed trailer. I'm taking it to Corner Brook. But for now, we're just driving to Goose Bay. And well, it looks like I can't find my hitch. I have 5 hitches, and I can't find any of them. Hopefully the damn hitch is in the basement here. Yeah, there might be one in the 250. I had 5, and one was really expensive. But if it's on the F250, it's probably stolen. Anyways, I'll buy another one, I guess. That's it. That's all I can do. It is super frustrating between them getting borrowed and not getting brought back, being flat out stolen, or being lost. It is no trouble to go through 4 or 5 hitches a year. No, it pisses me off because one of those hitches was one of those nice, the adjustable ones, the solid aluminum hitches with the double great hitch. Never saw it again. Part of being business, I guess, is when people want things apparently more than you do, you get stolen. Well, we're already late, so let's get on the go. And here we are now getting stuck. There we go. So it was so cold last night, some of the snow was actually frozen in behind of my wheel. So it was minus 30 last night. Alright, so I'm going to first start off by talking about why the manuals are dying, and it's going to take a bit of a history lesson for that. So, back in the early days, when, vehicles were all manuals, there were no automatics, but then when the automatics started coming around, it was more of a luxury thing. It was not a performance thing. It was, putting those Cadillacs where the owners didn't have to shift anymore. You just cruise and relax. That was the point of an automatic transmission. And over the years, automatic transmissions became normal in cars, and then they became standard in cars, and then they became performance things. We got dual clutches now. We got all these high performance transmissions. So back in the day when shifting yourself used to be the fastest way to get around, that's why manuals are popular. But now you get automatics that are just taking over the scene. An automatic dual clutch transmission can shift 3 or 4 times faster than the average Joe just shifting himself. Now I know this is a truck channel, but just give me a second, I'll get to it. Trucks always had the worst transmissions. They were always the clunkiest, the slowest shifting, and they were not the easiest transmissions to use. The biggest reason for this video is that Dodge took out their last manual truck in 2010, it might have been 2008 or 2010. That generation was the end of manuals in Fords, Chevys I have no idea about, but they probably came with manuals at one point too. It's sad the manuals are dying. It was a good era, it was a good time. A lot of people like manuals because you get more control over the driving experience. It's more interactive, so you're more involved with the vehicle, and it's more fun. Those of you who don't know, like, this isn't really a trucking channel. It's a medium I use to show what these trucks can do, but it's not a trucking channel, so we're not going to be talking about the automatics in the Volvos or the Freightliners or anything, because that's still garbage. But in these pickups, in cars and regular trucks, there is a huge advantage now to automatic transmissions. They're shifting faster and faster, and that's the thing. That's why manuals aren't a thing really anymore, performance-wise, because manuals, not even the dual clutch transmissions. I mean, this one here shifts very quickly. If I put it in manual mode and shift it, I press the button, now it's shifted. Like, it's pretty well instant. Especially with these manual modes, they all got select shift or some electronic shift system, is that we can have it so that we can select the gears. The only thing we're missing is the clutch. So you still get to interact with the truck. You still get to be a part of that experience. Which have 3 speeds, and that's because if it were to shift through gears all the time, it was not going to be efficient at all. So their solution for that was torque converters. Now, what a torque converter does is it allows the transmission to slip. So it essentially gives you more gears. Like this here could be considered like an 11-gear transmission, because in first gear the transmission slips until about halfway, and then second gear it slips, and really it doesn't stop slipping until you get up to 6th gear. Overdrive, it doesn't slip in overdrive. So essentially you have 11 gears. With the torque converter, because it's slipping, it's creating heat. You're losing some of that power into heat. You're losing that energy. So the more gears you add, the less you need that torque converter. So that's how you really get a lot of efficiency out of these 10-speed transmissions. Now, the big reason why 10-speed transmissions were never a thing before is because the automatic transmissions were shifting kind of slow. They were slower shifting transmissions. Another thing too is reliability. With more gears, you have to make the gears smaller, and that makes it harder to maintain, a hard, tough transmission. This transmission shifts very quickly. Especially when you're going uphill, there's a lot of load on, you downshift it. There's no absence of power there. Maybe for a 16th of a second, you can't really feel it, you don't notice it. So now that they have the shift times down to that point, well, now you can start adding more gears, and it's going to seamlessly shift between them. So I'm super excited to get into the 10-speed and start towing with it, test it under load, because that is going to be an incredible system. The thing is, if you were to sell a manual 10-speed, that's a lot of gears to shift through. There's going to be a lot of shifting there. You can't put that in a consumer truck. In semis, yeah, because you're towing all the time, you always need those 10 gears. But if you had a 10-speed manual transmission, I mean, that's going to take a lot of real estate on the center console, and it's going to be a pain in the butt for anyone who just wants to own one and daily drive it. So when sales start dropping for a certain vehicle, they kill that vehicle. So all the manual editions of these vehicles are now gone, because just the manual transmission enthusiasts can't keep a brand going alone. And it's sad. It's sad that it's going that way, but we'll always have our 12 valves, our second, third gen Dodge Rams. We'll always have our, earlier Ford Power Strokes. Still, like, a lot of the cars are still coming out with manuals because there's a lot of enthusiasts within the car. People buy those cars for fun. Where people are buying these trucks for work, it's even worse, because not very many company trucks, they want to appeal to the fleets, the huge customers that are buying thousands of trucks. That's what they want to appeal to. Those companies aren't going to be buying manuals because they can't teach all their employees to make sure that they know how to use a manual transmission, and they can't afford to have some employees not be able to use some trucks, because affecting the semis too. It's companies aren't caring to have people trained to use manuals, even though a manual transmission for now is still a bit more efficient when it comes to hauling. It's hurting the industry, and a lot of the automatics are 6 speeds. They're not the same. For me personally, I don't miss the clutch. I like having the manual shifting option. As you guys know, I use it all the time, and I'm just using it pretty much exclusively when towing. When I'm not towing, I don't really care about shifting because you don't feel it. The truck just goes forward. It's fine. A lot of these trucks, they're used to haul RVs. The ones that aren't being bought by huge companies, they're being used to haul RVs and things like that, just personal use. A lot of them are daily drivers. You're driving your truck every day. You don't want to be constantly shifting a big old truck driving around, downtown Montreal, Toronto, New York, wherever, right? You want a truck that's smooth, reliable, easy to use for the most part. A lot of people watching this channel were enthusiasts. We would like a shifter, it'd be cool. But it's just not the way the industry is going. It's, they're not listening to us on YouTube that love and have fun with these trucks. They're listening to the big companies and bigger demographic, and that's just not us. So we're losing. But I think that's okay. I think the future is promising. I can't really complain about having a manual mode automatic transmission. I mean, I haven't really ever wanted to have a clutch. I haven't ever missed the extra 2 cup holders. There's still lots of cars out there. If you enjoy shifting, if you enjoy, the driving experience, well, these trucks aren't really built for that. You can go get a car for that. Look at 10 speed, guys. Isn't that crazy? Look at the sunset. Jesus. Look at that. So to sum everything up, manual transmissions used to be the thing because it used to be cheaper and more performing than an automatic. Now automatics are more performing and cheaper than standards. There's some cases where you'll pay extra to get a manual transmission. Now with this automatic transmissions and not making manuals, manufacturers, OEMs are able to make more advances, more leaps into the automatic transmission technology, which is allowing us to get better and better performing transmissions. It's allowing us to add more gears. It's allowing us to shift quicker, more efficiently, and be more reliable. Death of the manual transmission was not in vain. It was to allow for more reliability, more advancements, more efficiency, and better power delivery from automatics. So you could kind of say, in a sense, they sacrificed themselves. Yeah, I felt I had to make this video because someone commented something about, these trucks aren't real trucks anymore because you can't buy manuals. I see the comment quite often. Manuals are gone with the wind. You'll never see manuals again. And it's kind of true. But you got to think positively about it. That's the way the technology is going. Transmission is very important, right? It's what links your motor to the powertrain. Everything happens there. Your entire feeling and perspective of a vehicle can be changed by the transmission's performance. The future, the advancements in technology is now automatics, unfortunately. I mean, look at Volvo, what they're doing. They've got GPS transmissions now that know when to shift before hills. They get you in the right gear before you need the gear. That's why I like using manual mode on this truck. The automatic can't do that. I am sad to see the manuals go. I would love a good old manual truck. I mean, you can still buy them in the used market, but I'm excited to see where this is going. It wouldn't surprise me to see a 13-speed in the future. Do I expect it, especially in the near future? No, I don't, but it would not surprise me to see it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just figured I'd throw something together for you real quick. Yeah, I like doing the YouTube thing. It's pretty fun. Instagram, danger_industries. There's some truck pictures there, updates, stuff like that. Go follow that if you want. And other than that, you know the drill. All the YouTubers tell you what to do. I'm not gonna mention it. You can handle that yourself. Yes, that's my thoughts on the new 10-speed transmissions from Chevy and or GM and Ford. And that's my thoughts on why the manuals have gone the way of the dodo. So, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna enjoy the sunset now and drive to Goose Bay. You guys have a good day.